back at it again. Coach Purdy, Coach Tyler. He's drinking the coffee out of the Christmas mug, figuring he's giving him a little gift here since he's going to get nothing else right the rest of the show.
This is our
except
Christmas.
for whatever he chooses that is the same as my choices.
This is like Christmas to us right now, guys.
Yes.
Y'all don't understand.
Yes. Things worked out great. I was actually headed out of town today. Got a phone call actually while I was driving down to Columbia. It was almost about halfway there. They called and said there was a cancellation. Unfortunate thing. So got turned around, came back, had lunch with the wife. It was great. And then was like, hey, afternoon opened up. This was going to be tomorrow afternoon after school. It's like, hey, Tyler,
Might as well do
what's
it.
up? You ready?
Let's get it done.
And he was like, yeah, let's do it. Got an Iowa shirt on, which even though he's gonna get mad at me because I'm not picking. But any which way,
It's an
Before
old
we-
Iowa shirt.
It is. This is like one of my favorite Iowa shirts. This is when Hunter Allen, talked to you last night via Snapchat just a little bit, gave you the link, said you check it out. And for those of you who are listening on iTunes, yes, we got a video. It's on YouTube. If you're not listening and when we're talking about what we're wearing and whatnot, apologize. I think it's somebody might have said like a podcast 101 on another thing I was listening to, like talking about things you see when the viewer can't see it.
Yeah.
And then another thing I was seeing, we're still educating ourselves, was like, hey, sometimes you gotta say, it is available on video platform and then also on the iTunes platform where you're just listening in the car and whatnot. So if you're just talking about things that you can't see, there's a reason for that as
I've
well.
actually got a wrestling shirt that's probably older than that one. I've got a 1996 ACC wrestling tournament T-shirt from when Clemson hosted it.
There you go.
That's been a while.
There you go. I had a Penn State shirt that Bobby gave me. Love Bobby, but I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I gotta find that just for Bobby. But like I said, things worked out for us so that we're able to record today. Looking forward to the show. Really, before we get too far into it, just want to say, our last episode that we did. I haven't. Did you post on YouTube? Did
Which
you do our 2-segment show?
No,
okay.
not yet.
So,
not yet.
All right, so I think you did record a video segment for your part too.
No, I didn't. My camera wasn't working. Like last time I was
that's right,
able
you
to
said
record
something.
both, and for
Okay.
some reason it was like
Alright.
it can't operate with two of them.
So we might go ahead and post an audio on
Yeah.
YouTube just to kind of keep our numbers going. But our last episode was, on Anchor, on iTunes, and spread out there. And to me, that was a fun episode to do.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
We each recorded separate segments of our picks, put them in there. We had our music going. Again,
is a
shout
new
out to
thing.
Nelia again as well. Thank you, my man, for hooking that up. It was, yes, this is a wrestling heavy podcast, and almost predominantly it's called Cerebrus Wrestling Podcast. We got the Cerebrus compound here, getting new workouts in, but we can't talk about other things, and we will talk about other things. But what I was excited about was the fact that, a wrestler made our intro music. So one of our guys, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna quit geeking out about that.
Keeping it in the culture.
Yeah, really. So it's really liking that. So I was really excited. It was a fun episode, and I'm really looking forward to it. I did listen to the episode because I went back and listened to myself and listened to Coach Tyler's picks, and some of them were pretty similar on, and some were not. So let's just get into it. Starts. This was gonna be Wednesday. Was gonna say starts tomorrow, but hey, this starts on Thursday. I'm gonna be tuned in. It's gonna be awesome.
I know I'm gonna be watching definitely Thursday morning. I'm recording Thursday night, and then Friday night I'm off. So
There you go.
that's actually the cool thing. Saturday night I'm working, so I got to record the finals. So hey, if any of y'all follow me on Facebook or anything, do not spoil it because I will throat punch you.
I will.
I'm gonna turn my phone off, deactivate it.
You might need to. All right, so I guess they saw somebody up there. That's fine. All right, cool. Close that door.
Those are the
That's
Cerebrus
fine.
dogs.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
2 of the 3.
Yeah, 2 of the 3.
All right, so start off. Let's get right to it. 125. Anything leading up to the semis that you thought was crazy that you had a hard time with?
Crazy, yeah. I think you had a problem with this one, the Lee Piccinini match.
Yeah, I struggled
that
on
one-
who I
yeah.
really thought was going to win.
That
match.
is such a difficult match. And then another one that I really want. 2 things. I want people to watch Sean Falls. I'm just gonna say that. He's a great wrestler.
Oh yeah.
But Thursday night, I think if any of y'all know Ronnie Rios, him and Lezak are gonna have a phenomenal match.
Tell me about it. I'll be right back. But yeah,
So-
I agree.
Yeah, so Ronnie Rios and Lezak are going to be going off Thursday night. I mean, if you have either of them losing in the first round, then you're just wrong. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I mean, you've got Lee and Piccinini Friday morning more than likely, and that's going to be a great matchup.
Dude,
I
yes,
was stuck on it for like at least 5 minutes.
I was on it longer than that. Lee Piccinini just finds a way during the tournament, but the way Lee was going, wearing the Iowa shirt, I was like, had to go with Free the Lee on there. And another one that I was actually Lamont and Riviera, two really good wrestlers that, Thursday night, dude, I mean, they're going to meet up. So we got fireworks starting right off the bat from this thing.
I think this whole entire weight class is fireworks.
Yeah, but top side in the semis, let's just kind of focus on semis and our finals. Cruz, Siriano, you had nothing different there.
Cruz,
and
Siriano.
Then I got Lee Tomasello.
Yep.
Now, I think this is where we differ. I got Siriano going to the finals, and I got Tomasello going to the finals.
I've actually got Siriano going to the finals as well. I was kind of torn between Cruz and Siriano because Cruz has been pretty impressive, but I think Siriano, after seeing that little Flow video, about his whole coming to Rutgers and that journey, I'm so invested.
Yeah, I was like almost like a love Flow, and I was like, man, was that bad timing? Because did it influence my pick? Cause,
it influenced mine.
I picked him, and the reality of this though is Cruz has been the healthiest of all our picks for our semifinals, and yet neither one of us have him going to the finals. He's been the healthiest. Tomasello's been healthy since he came back, but he started off the season hurt.
He's been a killer.
Lee's been,
he was a red shirt.
He got red shirt, got pulled on me, but he still got the big knee brace.
Yeah.
Siriano's been out sick, so Cruz is really the healthiest, so really should be the pick to go.
I've got a conspiracy theory about that knee brace. I think he puts weights in it. That way, he feels heavier. But
when he rides on top,
it's like, oh my god.
Man. But so Cruz really should, based off of like health reasons alone, should be our man. But nonetheless, I got Siriano and I got Tomasello.
Yep.
The reason why I got Tomasello is, check it. Tomasello has been beaten the last 2 years. I think in the semis, but I guess.
I think it's been the semis.
Yeah,
and,
but guess who he's lost to each time? It's not the same person, but the same team. He's been beaten by a Hawkeye. He's been beaten Iowa. Does he lose 3 years in a row in the semis to somebody from Iowa?
Yes.
Or does he thinks so?
100%, yeah.
So, no, he does not. It's his senior year. It's in Cleveland. He's going by all means necessary. That was the other thing. I was like, I should have picked Tomasello to win, but no, I still jumped on the Siriano hype, and I got Siriano winning it. So.
I've actually got Siriano, and then I've got Lee beating Nato. I don't think Lee beating him the first time was a fluke. I don't care what anyone says. I think Lee is just that good.
No, it's not a fluke, and it's not a fluke that Tomasello beat Lee either.
No, I mean, they was both good, but I still think Lee will do it. I think Lee will do it. And a lot of this also goes on is because I'm a man of my word. I said I want Lee to be a four-timer, and by God, he's going to be a four-timer. Mark it down. He wins. Spencer Lee wins.
I wanted to say I agree with him because I'm wearing the Iowa shirt, like I said, but I got Siriano.
Trent's
something about me.
Yeah, I mean, this was a big one that I was torn on because I wanted to see this at Midlands, big time. And
that's the thing. Maybe if we saw it at Midlands, maybe Midlands.
So, do you want to go into who we have for third place, or do you just want to stick with the finals? And
I really haven't finished the third place round out. So, yeah, I know, lesson plans.
I literally did everything.
But it depends. Yeah, I know, I was going to.
Every matchup
based off of what I went with, if you go with, if I say Cruz doesn't win, there's no way. Actually, I've got Cruz, Lee, Piccinini on the backside. If I was to make a gut call right now, guess what?
So, guys, if you heard while he's doing that, as you heard, I'm actually going to WrestleMania this year. I'm calling it right now.
Piccinini.
If I'm not going to Mania next year, because I think it's in Jersey, I say we set aside a few days and we go to NCAA next year.
I would love to. Devin's already asking to go, so yeah, we might have to figure that. I told him I'd take him out of school too, which I told him I'd have to figure out how to get by his mama on that one. But maybe we'll just disappear.
It's a Mozart seminar.
We'll just disappear, just out of school. All right, so let's get into 133.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take our little selfie action going on here. Bracket craziness. I just post that.
Bracket madness.
Yes, that's so fun. Alright. Craziness. Alright. So, 133, top side.
Yeah. I think we have the exact same match.
I got Gross and Brock.
Yeah, I've got Gross Brock.
There's going to be some good matches in there. I really want to see Bridges and Gross wrestle. Because Bridges didn't get to wrestle Gross because of the Meredith match. Terrell, where he's ranked number 12. I got Terrell making it up, beating Ernstine. I just
Terrell, was that the one who?
He's from America.
Yeah,
he's the one that he get
with
not
Gilman.
chippy. Yeah, with Gilman and all that. But I like him, and I'm just. It's weird to say, but I'm undersold on Mizzou just because I really hadn't watched them enough this year. So I think I am Mizzou light on my picks.
I haven't watched too much of them, but from what I've seen, I've been.
They're ranked well.
Impressed, yeah.
They're really ranked well, but I think it's just I hadn't seen enough of them this year, so I'm kind of Mizzou light on those picks. Yeah. But nonetheless, I got Terrell and Brock. I got Brock beating Gross. I got Gross going to the finals, which was for me kind of hard because every time that these two have met in the past, I would have bet money on Brock.
Yeah.
And like I said before, Brock is one of my favorite wrestlers to watch currently right now. I love his wrestling. I say he picks neutral, goes on top, and he just needs to do that. Yeah. And if he wins and beats Gross, which I also, I'm skipping ahead, I have as my champion, I think Brock wins it all then. So that's my finals match to me. Not to slide down on the bottom half, but that's my finals match is Brock and Gross.
This is for me, it's a very top-heavy bracket. And what I mean by top-heavy, is the finals match is exactly like you said. I feel the finals match is Friday night. It's going to be Gross and Brock. And although technically that is not the finals match.
No, and I agree with you. Like I said, that's my finals match. But this bottom half of the bracket with Pletcher, DeSanto,
Pletcher's been so, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but he's been so underwhelming to me.
Yeah, but it's still 26-2.
How many bonus points victories does he have?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. But I think he makes it without a problem to the semis.
100%.
But the more interesting thing is the bottom half. Bottom half, DeSanto versus Michik.
That's gonna be a good matchup.
I think, and that was one where I was debating on whether or not to go. It would be an upset. But I got DeSanto Michik, with a slash. Well, yeah, obviously, I got.
He's
Michik.
Covering all bases.
I've got him picked through, but that's where I had. That's kind of was my highlighter. So, but I got Michik making the finals, but I think Gross, that's going to be a fun match though. I think in the finals. Wait, who do you got going to the finals?
I've got Michik and Gross, and then I've got Michik winning. So.
He's got Michik winning.
As much as I like Gross,
Homer.
Yeah. No, as much as I like Gross, and I was so dead set on Gross at the beginning of the year. For some reason, what Michik has been doing here recently, and after his performance at Big Tens, I'm 100% let my bias show through. Like there should be a big
Gross,
M.
But what I want to see with those two, like why I'm excited about that match, is actually
freestyle.
They're both great freestylers. So I'm
wonderful freestyle.
So that's gonna be fun to watch.
Maybe we'll just bump the folk style rules and say it's a freestyle type match. How about that? That would be awesome.
Be a whole different. I don't know. Maybe still got Gross. All right. Yeah. All right. 141. This is a good one. I think you differ from me on the quarters.
Yeah.
On the top side, I got Meredith Albert. I got Meredith making it all the way through to the finals on the top side. And then I got McKenna beating Jack and meeting Meredith in the semis. What did you have on there?
Okay,
what did you have, McKenna?
With the top half, I've got Meredith going all the way to the finals. That's no secret. If you bet against Meredith being in the finals, then you need to go reevaluate your life. I've got McKenna and Jack meeting Friday morning. Obviously, that's gonna happen. But I've actually got Kevin Jack winning. As great as McKenna looked at Big Tens, I'm a fan of Kevin Jack. I love ACC wrestling. I think it's deeply slept on and undervalued. I really think Kevin Jack kind of comes in. I don't want to say with a chip on his shoulder, but I think he's going to come out to show. And I have Jack facing off with Meredith in the semis.
Yeah, I don't see Jack making it to Meredith again, based off of McKenna's performance in Big Tens.
Yeah.
Whether some people might say it's a down weight from Big Tens just because of the others in other in other conferences at 141, but the fact that he not only went through Big Tens and won it, but he went through unscored on.
Yeah, which is that's in the toughest weight or toughest conference. That is saying something, but I got to go with Jack.
All right, so he's wrong. We'll go with Meredith to the finals on the top side. Bottom side, I think we also differ on who makes it to the finals. Dude, I got Yanni making it. I think Yanni beats. Dude, this one was a hard one for me. On who Yanni was going to be wrestling in the quarters between Carr and Heil, which is a crazy thing to say because Heil is the defending national champ. But I got Heil making it to Yanni again against Carr. Not that matters as far as like a bracket stuff. Carr is a great wrestler too. But I got Yanni winning through there, and then I've got on the bottom side, it's going to be fun to watch Red and Ironman wrestle. I got Ironman wrestling. This is where, again, after that, I got Yanni Ironman. I got Yanni going. Yanni is the one that, the only reason why I picked Meredith to win is because I picked Meredith at the beginning of the year. I said I got to quit betting against him. I got to go with Meredith. After I picked Gross instead of Meredith, and every other time before I picked Heil, and I picked, I was like, I'm done picking against Meredith, so I stuck with it. I picked Meredith to win it, although Yanni is the man, and he is crazy good. I'm surprised that he was ranked number 3 and not 2 personally, and I think Yanni could win this.
See, this is, I almost hate that Yanni and Heil are going to meet up Friday morning. I mean, I really do, because I'm with you. I really think Yanni should have been a 2 and not a 3. With that being said,
I would love seeing Yanni and
I do have
Heil
Yanni
in the semis. I don't know why you put Ironman in there. Again,
well, the reason why is because I've got Heil beating Yanni, and that one was really tough for me. Because I like both Dean Heil, and Yanni is, like you said, he's just crazy good. And then I have Ironman going. And this was another one that I was torn on, and I'm still halfway torn on, but I've already submitted my pick, so I'm not going back. I've actually got Heil losing to Ironman. Again, like I said, I've been impressed with Mizzou from what I've seen, but I have Ironman beating Heil, and honestly, he's probably going to make me eat my words.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Well, Yanni is, because that match is never going to happen. So, because he's wrong again. All right.
Okay. Watch it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. 100% correct here.
I'm trying to goad him into it. We're going to fight before this is over.
I'm going to put up the Dukes. Like my new logo.
Yeah, I'm going to knock that horse mask behind, and I'm going to hit you with a double.
The blast double.
Yeah, through the window. Babe, I don't know what happened. I don't know why.
Someone kicked the window in while we were recording.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, 149. This really, I think we both agree, it's the Zane Sorensen show. I've got Zane coming through the top half. I've got Sorensen coming through the bottom half. Doesn't really matter who they wrestle in the semis.
No.
Yes and no. I mean, no, but I think there's some good matches. Blees Hayes. I think Hayes beats Heilman from UNC. I like Hayes. Not that I like Hayes. I do like Hayes, but I like his draw, and I like the possibility of him making it to the semis.
Yeah.
And I think that's big for Ohio State for scoring of team points. So I've got him making it to the semis. So part of me is like, I've picked him to make it to the semis because I want to see those team points. So I'm kind of willing it. I'm like, go Ohio State. We need all the team points. I say we. I'm not even an Ohio State guy. Like I am this year because of
tired of Penn State winning.
That, and because Kyle Snyder, and amongst other things. But like that's why I liked his draw there. So that's why I got Hayes making the Zane. I got Zane beating Hayes, and then on the bottom side, other than Sorensen, really. Surtsis, I was glad to see make it to Sorensen. As far as my picks, I would wish Surtsis would have been on the top half of that bottom side of the bracket, because I think he could have made it to the semis. And I liked his story from being at Northwestern and things happening. Transferred out to Arizona State and doing good things and wrestling hard. Coming in as a 10 is crazy. A previous NCAA champ ranked as low as 10. But I got Surtsis wrestling Sorensen beating him, and I kind of was like, it's just that everybody else in that bracket is so crazy. I mean, a lot of people, I've got Leith from Mizzou, but again, I got Klodzik, who's ranked 11, beating Leith, going to the finals, or semis. But to me, none of that mattered. It's Zane and Sorensen, and unfortunately for Sorensen, I need to go change shirts.
How dare you?
I know, but I like Sorensen, but nobody's beating Zane right now. I haven't seen anything to go against it.
I 100% agree. I've got Rutherford and Sorensen going to the
finals.
Sure. I've obviously got Zane.
Leith and Heilman.
Yeah, I've got Leith and Heilman in the semis with Rutherford and Sorensen. I've got Sorensen obviously beating Leith, Heilman losing to Rutherford, and then Rutherford winning. I mean, I don't think anyone needs to be betting against Zane. The Zane train has been unstoppable. There's been no brakes on it, and I don't see anyone stopping it. This week. So let's go to 57.
Woohoo! Underwhelmed woohoo. Not really an underwhelmed woohoo, but like this is the one that we both talked about. Who would have thought at the beginning of the year, Nolf and Kemmer? I think we both may have said this in the last episode. Nolf and Kemmer on the bottom half of the bracket
together. Picture, by the way.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, good stuff. But that being said, I think it opens things up for the others. Hidley is what failed to send. Poo-poo. All right, so
Hidley from NC State. What is he? Is he a redshirt freshman?
I gotta look that up.
I think he's a redshirt freshman.
Hidley was really good. I remember watching him at like Who's Number One and some other things like that. Just really good wrestler. NC State, ACC again. He's undefeated. He's one that I think because of being in the ACC and just what all the drama is, not drama, but all the stuff going on with the Big Tens, that it completely overshadowed almost everybody else, which almost rightfully so. I mean, Penn State, Ohio State is the talk of the season. So, yes, where I say almost rightfully so, I also want to say that, it's a shame that, a lot of people haven't really thought about Hadley, but he's undefeated and he's for a reason. I think he makes it to the finals. I will actually get with you for once and go with Pantaleo going through. Shields has been good, but I think Pantaleo beats Shields in the quarters. Hidley beats Pantaleo to make it to the finals. And then the big matchup that I think everybody can't wait to see is Nolf and Kimmer on the bottom side, meeting up in the quarters.
That's absurd.
Sorry on the mic there, but that is crazy.
Absurd.
That at the beginning of the year, the 1 and 2 would be meeting in the quarters now of this tournament.
Yes.
And here is my, I call it my bracket winner. The reason why is because I think everybody still would go with Nolf. I think Nolf's injury was more severe than Kemmer's, whatever. Kemmer had apparently been hurt as well.
Yeah.
But I think Nolf's injury is more severe than Kemmer. If nothing else, Nolf's injury is more of a mental thing too, because I think he's, that knee did what it did. They re-showed that all the time. And whether or not his matches that he wrestled at Big Tens were just some test matches to see how he felt, maybe he does feel good and he's going to go at it with 100% reckless abandon like he normally does, or he's going to worry about that knee. But I think Kemmer has been wrestling hurt longer, actually, so he's almost kind of more used to it. And I think Kemmer's going to pull it out with, even though, what is Nolf ranked officially? 3. And Kemmer is 6, which is crazy. I think Kemmer will find a way. He's going to beat Nolf. It's my bracket breaker. He's going to make it to the semis. Jordan, because I need Ohio State to do it, will beat LaValle. He's going to face Kemmer. Kemmer avenges his pin from Big Tens, makes it to the finals, and then our undefeated guy that nobody was talking about still stays undefeated and wins it all.
No. So what I got here is I've got Hidley going all the way to Friday night in the semis. Obviously, I think he's a true freshman. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive. I have Pantaleo, believe it or not, even though I did an entire video about why are we not talking about Michigan, Pantaleo's out. It's going to be Shields. Joshua Shields from Arizona State, that's another team that I just don't think anyone's talked about either is Arizona State. You look at some of the guys that they have almost at every weight class, super, super, underrated in my opinion. So I've actually got Joshua Shields and Hidley. I've got Shields beating Hidley. That, to me, I just think with Hidley being young, and I think he's going to experience his first loss. This is a big tournament. Anything can happen, although this is not too out of the question. And then on the bottom half, let's go ahead and get to it. I've got Nolf beating Kimmer. He can say what he wants, but I think Nolf, when he's healthy,
but he's not healthy.
We don't know. We haven't seen him other than in Big Tens, and then he medical forfeited. So we don't know how healthy he really is. If he comes out there healthy, I say it is just a one-sided beating for Nolf. And not on Kimmer, but I mean just on the bracket in general.
I think most people would have said that at the beginning of the year until he got hurt.
And then now, so I've got Nolf going through.
And I think everybody would have said Kimmer would have faced him in the finals.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I even thought that. I think I even said that.
All right, so do you have Kimmer and Jordan, or who do you got Kimmer?
No.
Wait, Nolf and who?
Okay, I've
Jordan
got Nolf and LaValle. I don't have Jordan. The Jordan brothers to me I've been so sold on them this year. I've just been like, they're kind of not as, they don't have that appeal to me anymore. Got Nolf going to the finals. Nolf beat Shields. Nolf is the champion.
You got Shields going to the finals?
Yes, I haven't beaten Hidley.
So this is he's going for his tournament winner as well. We both may or may be wrong on this bracket, more you than me. But, but I think that's going to be one.
Yeah.
That'll be a bracket winner or breaker type thing. All right.
I'm either going to look like a genius or an idiot.
Well, all right.
I'm looking like a genius.
in his head. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so 165. Imar. I've said it since the beginning of the year. Imar. Imar goes all the way through. The kicker is I think he faces Marinelli in the semis, and I don't think those two actually got a chance to wrestle at Big Tens, did they?
No, I don't think they did.
Because Marinelli lost to Massa first, and then and so forth.
Lost to Massa, lost somewhere else, and then lost to Massa again.
Yeah, lost to Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis.
So Imar never got to wrestle Marinelli, but I still think he gets it done. He beats Marinelli in the semis. I think Marinelli has a great tournament, comes back through. I think he gets to face Massa on the backside. I got to figure all that out to see where that would happen at. But anyway, so Imar beats Marinelli, makes it to the finals on the top side. On the bottom side, I got. Actually, I was kind of torn between Lewis and Vincenzo. I wanted to see that matchup too.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a great quarter.
It's going to be a slugfest.
You know, I mean, Richie Lewis calls himself the Savage, has the opportunity to beat anybody, and I think it can happen. And I still pick Vincenzo. I actually had Lewis going at first, and because I was like, "Hey, Devin, who wins?" And he was like, "Lewis," and I was like, "Wow." So Devin, decisively had Lewis going there, but for whatever reason, I was just like, you know what? Vincenzo keeps on finding a way to win, so I came back to him, got him going to the semis versus I got McFadden beating Massa in the quarters and Vincenzo beating McFadden. So, and really, I think part of me also did this because I wanted to see the rematch and have it again, not just at Big Tens, but where Imar wants it to mean something and at the NCAA finals. So,
yeah, I'm actually going to kind of being a little different. I've got Quentin Perez from Campbell winning everything. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, pretty much from the top down, we agree on almost everything. I've got Martinez. I have him going all the way to the finals. I just Marinelli. I feel like his night's going to end Friday night. I don't see him beating Martinez. I do think he does all right in the bottom half of the bracket. I mean the wrestleback portion of the bracket, and then I actually had Lewis originally beating Joseph, and then more thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, I just can't.
I know what.
You can't bet against him. He's been too consistent.
I mean, but really, why? I mean, does he inside trip Lewis? No, I don't think so.
I don't think he does, but I didn't think he'd do it to Massa like he did either.
Yeah, but Vincenzo walks in like he comes almost upright, and he's like he taunts everybody with it, and Lewis is gonna get angry with him. And I don't think he's going to get inside trip by him.
I like what...
Why am I arguing with you? Because I picked him too.
Yeah, I know. I agree with what Askren said. Askren said Joseph doesn't really carry himself as that top guy. It's not like he's going to... What's the word I'm looking for? He's kind of annoyed that people are trying to wrestle differently than... try to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I was listening to that podcast too, and I think he's right. He's annoyed that people have scouted him and figured it out.
Yeah.
He's not used to being on top. That's why I think, when you come through and people haven't watched you, haven't scouted you, sometimes you have a move that you can beat people with because people aren't used to it yet.
Yeah.
They haven't felt you do it. But once people get used to it and they feel you do it and they watch you do it to everybody, then they're going to change and do things differently. And it's like he's annoyed that people
are adjusting
to him. So
he's like, why don't you let me win? So yeah, I actually got Joseph going to the.
I almost want to go back to Lewis now.
Yeah, I've got McFadden, and then I've got McFadden beating Joseph.
You got McFadden beating your Massa boy?
Yeah, I do. I've got him beating Massa. I've got him beating Massa, and I hate it. But you know why I have it? It's because I have Joseph going to the wrestlebacks, and I have Massa in the wrestlebacks. They're meeting for third, and I have Massa finally beating him again. Or beating him just this year. So yeah, but I've got McFadden, Martinez.
Homer can't even be a homer. What's wrong with him?
Imar. It says the one wearing the Iowa shirt.
I know.
And it's like hadn't picked a single Iowa guy yet. So yeah.
No. I got against Nolf.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Shut up. Got Sorensen to the finals. Got Lee to the semis.
Well, you see, okay, I'm having to take them out now because later on you're gonna understand why. You're gonna be like, okay, I see why. So y'all just wait.
I'm gonna be waiting. I don't know.
Oh gosh.
So, all right, check it. 174. The Valencia Hall show. Really, those two guys for amazingly enough, for being in two different conferences, like it's been all about those two, and it's been all about this tournament with those two meeting again. And I don't think it has anything to do with Valencia having beat Halls at the All Star Classic. I think it's just kind of like the beginning of the season, end of season. Those two have had so many good matches, and whether it be from who's number one, where Hall really, to me, that's when Hall jumped up. He was number two, and he beat Valencia, who was number one, to become like number one, and became who he is now. Valencia has been killing things. Basically, who do you have wrestling against these guys? I got Valencia wrestling Amin.
Yeah.
So I went with the Michigan guy. So I got on the top side, but I got Valencia beating them, going to the finals, and then I've got Hall wrestling Jordan again. I know you haven't been as sold on the Jordans this year, but I think that they not only do I think they will, but they have to in order for my team pick to come through.
Yeah.
They have to, and I'm still picking Ohio State, which is out there. So they have to do it. They have to come through and win the matches, even though I don't think Jordan beats Hall again, because I haven't seen. It was just like, well, we'll get to it later on.
Yeah.
Jordan hadn't found a way to do it this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he finds a way to do it in the semis, and I think Hall and Valencia face off in the finals, and I think Valencia redeems his headgear pull and beats Hall in the finals. Although at the same time, to a flip of a coin, if Hall wins, it's not like I'd be shocked. I'd be like, dude, it was. I don't know why I picked against Hall. Like that's what I very much. I'm already building in my excuse for that one. I don't know why I bet against him. I don't know why.
Yeah. So my thing with this one is I've got Ohio State winning the tournament, although my brackets don't necessarily reflect it 100%. I just don't see how you can bet against Lewis from Mizzou. I know you said you haven't watched him enough, but I just don't see how you can bet against the man. I mean, he's time and time again has been, he's shown that. I mean, he's undefeated. He's 29-0, and then I've got Valencia and Amin, just like you.
Yeah, but who's he wrestled? That's the other thing is I don't think he's wrestled. Like, who have they wrestled? Who's Mizzou going to wrestle? Because I know Mizzou missed all the big tournaments. They didn't go to Southern Scuffle. They didn't go to Midlands. I don't even think they went to Cliff Keen. So they were at no big tournaments. I don't know who was really on their schedule. I don't remember hearing them wrestling any of these guys. Now, Lewis is a scorer and good, but I think Jordan finds a way to outshine him.
See, I agree. They haven't been to these big tournaments, but
that's why I'm Mizzou light.
From what I've seen of them, though, it's enough to where I can see them and be like, all right, they have every right to be where they're at. So, but yeah, I've got Lewis going against Hall. This is one I was torn on. I think I even flipped a coin for this one. I've actually got Lewis beating Hall.
Stupid.
Yeah, I am stupid. But
I'm looking at his bracket.
Yeah, I've got Lewis beating Hall. I just can't. I don't know. I think he does it. I think that's going to be a big shocker to everybody. And then I've got Valencia winning. I mean, that one is a dead giveaway in my opinion. But yeah, I've got
Lewis. Duh.
Yeah, I mean, well, of course. I think Lewis will get dominated by Valencia if they go against each other.
Duh. That's why he's not going to make it there.
Oh, I think he does. I'm telling you, it's going to be a shocker. People are going to be like, oh, okay. From what I've seen of Hall, he finds ways to win. I'm not saying that he's not great. I mean, he's great. He's been phenomenal all year. But I don't know. I think the big lights, I think Lewis comes in and it's like, hey, time to give you your first loss. I don't know. It's a bold prediction, but I'm standing by it, planting my flag with Lewis. Lewis beats Hall. And then Valencia beats him in the finals.
Okay. I think that's your biggest,
No, it's not. Just wait.
No, for some reason, I swear, I did listen to this, and why am I thinking that was your biggest, bonehead movement?
I don't think, from what I've seen with Lewis, I just don't think you can count him out. I think people,
does Snapchat have a stupid filter?
I'm sure.
I want,
Why? If this happens, I'm gonna message you and be like, LOL.
LOL. I'm looking for a stupid filter right now. Does one just say, I'm stupid?
You could do the one that's like that.
Oh, no, this one works.
What is it?
That one.
That works perfectly.
Stupid. And I'm going to save this. I'm not even going to post this right now. I'm going to wait till the end of this tournament, and when you can't watch the finals and you just see this picture show up in your feed, that's all. I know
Hall. I know Hall.
That's all he needs. All right, guys, look. I'm not. Wait, if it's I'm stupid. Yeah, so that's all you're gonna see show up on your. I'm gonna send it to you once right now. I'm not adding it to the story. I'm just sending it to you. Know that I downloaded it, and I'm gonna wait to put it on the story so that we can.
But no, I just don't think you can bet against Lewis. I just don't. I mean, I recommend going and watch some of his footage. Because I was watching a lot of it, and like I said, it was a coin flip for me, but I really just, I think he's
Against
gonna be a high
Hall.
scorer. Yes, against Hall. Against Hall. I'm standing by it.
I can't wait to send you that picture again. All right.
I can't wait to look smart here. I'm going to be a genius if this happens.
Oh, I hope so.
But I'm totally going to, I'm not redeeming myself for this one.
All right. Let me go ahead and start. I got Nickel on the top side, and I got Martin on the bottom side. 184 to me has been Nickel and Martin's weight class. You know, when they've wrestled everybody, I feel like. I haven't seen them wrestle anybody other than each other that has given the other one a fit. I
disagree.
know you're gonna say Abinator and Nickel, and I was all about Nickel being reckless to the point of somebody catching him, and I think Abinator almost did that.
What about Abinator Martin?
What happened with him?
That ended. I think it was like I wouldn't even say controversial because it kind of looked like
the Abinator Nickel one was more controversial than I don't.
Oh no,
remember
100%. Abinator Martin was also close. I think it came down to pretty much a similar situation.
So, but other than those two, like I think, and part of what I think is like Nickel at the beginning of the year, like when he was wrestling people, and even against Abinator, was wrestling to the point of like, you know, whatever. To the wind it'll be. I'm going to hit this headlock. I'm going to hit this cradle. I'm going to hit this thing. And you may score off of it, but I don't care because I'm going to get out of it and I'm going to find a way to keep scoring. So I kind of keep thinking of those close things as a wash because at first I was like, somebody's going to catch him and it's going to happen. And I was like, you know, Martin's going to catch him in it and it's going to happen because that's what's happened before. But yet he keeps on finding a way to do it. And the same thing with Martin. I feel like he's the same way. He can go for big and go for broke, but he finds a way to scramble out of it.
Wait, you don't even have Abinator going into the course?
No, I don't have Abinator going into the quarters.
What?
No, I don't.
Get out of here with that mess.
No,
Get out of here
because
with that.
I am a true homer pop, all right? I got Bryce Carr, my man from Chattanooga, where I wrestled.
You want to give me grief
Chattanooga.
about a number 3 winning, and you want to tell me that Abinator loses to Bryce Carr?
Yes. 23-5 is Abinator. 26-5 is Carr. He is right there with him. And Bryce
Abinator's
Carr
in the Big Ten though.
Huh?
Abinator's in the Big Ten though. You look at the guys he's.
Bryce Carr is in the SoCon. Okay.
Exactly.
Shut up. Carr. Let's see Chattanooga gonna make some big waves right there. That's how we All-American by beating Abinator with his little 23-5 record. His record's worse than Bryce Carr's. Bryce Carr has 3 more wins than he does against quality SoCon opponents. All right, you hear me? That's what it is right there, and that's why Carr gets beat by Renda after that, and then.
Good gracious.
And then Nickel destroys Renda to go to the finals.
You just did that to be like, you know what? I'm gonna screw with Tyler here. I'm having Carr beat Abinator only to lose to Renda right after.
You know what? He ain't wrong because I looked at that and I was like, "Go Chattanooga, Michigan." Yeah, that's.
I can't wait. That's gonna be the match I'm glued to.
You better be. And what happens if something happens and my man from Chattanooga pulls that out?
Good for him. I'm gonna be mad at him forever, but good for him.
Yeah. So, whoo. Speaking of Chattanooga, yeah, we also might have an upset at 125. Alonzo Allen.
No.
Alonzo Allen will get out of the pigtail match to get into the tournament.
I've got Alonzo Allen going into the tournament.
He's going to wrestle against Spencer Lee. Go Chattanooga. And where's I think Lee's going to win, I'm going to be cheering like mad for Chattanooga.
I've actually got Boykin doing pretty well.
Yes, you should, and I do too.
Where is he?
Okay. Boykin's next, so 197.
Yeah.
All right. Martin beats everybody on the bottom side. I got Parrish, Priush from Lee meeting up with them. I said for Martin to win NCAAs that he would have had to have beat Nickel at least once out of the last 2 or 3 times they faced him, and it just hasn't happened. I don't think he's going to find a way. So, just because every time I've said he would, he hasn't.
Quick question. Is it too late for me to change my picks?
Yes.
It is?
I don't know. Who are you trying to
Okay, because as I said on my subcast, you catch me on a certain day, and I'm gonna either stand by what I said, or I'm not. Today I woke up and I thought, you know what?
Is this what we're coming up now with 197, or what we just talked about at 184?
With what we're coming at.
All right, yeah, because you hadn't even mentioned your 184.
84.
Madness. Let me get mine back out with my Carr.
Okay.
Abinator bracket.
So I'm just gonna go ahead to the bottom. I've got Zavatsky Martin, and I've got Martin going to the finals.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, that
Martin.
one's fine.
Okay,
That
yeah,
one's fine.
okay. I mean,
I
I got
got-
Parrish instead of
yeah.
Preach instead of Zavatsky, but
I've got Abinator and Nickel meeting in the semis. And this is where I want to change it. Because after them wrestling, I think that Abinator figured out Nickel. So I was like, man, he can definitely do it. I just give him another chance. He's gonna beat Nickel. I don't think so right now. Even though I have Abinator going, I don't think he beats Nickel. So I want to change it.
The reason why he wants to change it is because he doesn't want that stupid filter hitting him again.
No, it's because
smacking him right in the face.
Because even in my Michigan bias during this happening, I was like, man,
Stupid.
I've got Abinator winning. I can't do it. So
Change it. No, because we hadn't turned it in yet.
awesome. I'm going with Nickel over Abinator. And
He's going with Nickel over Abinator because one, Carr is going to beat Abinator. Two, he doesn't want that stupid filter showing up again on him.
oh my god. So yeah, I can't believe I had, like, even now, like, I'm looking back on it and I've woken up in the morning, I've had some coffee, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening.
No.
So I've actually got Nickel Martin, and I'm actually going to stick with Martin.
And you tried to argue with me for a second about it too.
Yeah. So guys, I can't believe I've actually got to change my entire bracket now. I'll go home and do that. It doesn't matter.
Yes, we'll fix
But-
our thing before we send it in.
Oh my gosh,
To
I
our
can't
other
believe I actually
bracket
had
challenge.
Abinator beat Nickel.
Alright, check it, 197. This one was like a weird bracket for me too.
Yeah,
I really
I'm
thought Moore was at the beginning of the year, but then he fell off. But then, like, I don't know, I got Moore coming back. Like, I agree with his ranking. Like, he fell off, and then he came back, and then I got Moore back into it. I got Moore beating Machiavello from NC State. NC State's been looking tough. Again, it's another one that just last year we saw a lot more, not just NC State, but a lot more ACC stuff. There was a lot more ACC talk, and they haven't talked about him as much this year, and I say they just kind of like a lot of the media outlets, but it's not for any other reason other than Penn State and Ohio State are so dominant right now. But I really like NC State. I like watching them wrestle. I like the ACC wrestling right now. One, it's close to us. They've got a lot of good teams. But I got Machiavello beating, this is going to be the surprise, Rashid from Penn State.
Wait, is that a
in the
surprise?
quarters. Yes and no. I mean, Rashid's just giftedly athletic, and I need Penn State guys to lose in order for Ohio State to win.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I think, will have Rashid making it to the finals. And I don't
To
even
the
have...
finals?
I think they will.
Who is mental enough to say he's going to beat Colin Moore? Comment below who's mental enough and then block them from your life.
No, look, Moore lost to Cesar, which was the guy who lost to Rashid in a wrestle-off to face him and stuff.
But that was
and
also when Moore was battling, which we don't know yet, but even in
Was
Big
he
Ten,
sick
he
or
was,
ill
yeah,
or
was he
whichever?
ill or
I
was
don't
he, minorly injured or hurt?
I don't know, but people are big on him.
I'm big on him. I'm big on him. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not.
You know who
crazy
I'm
into-
big on from Penn State that I haven't talked? I'm not big on this year. Nickley, I like. A lot of
Yeah.
people are big on him this year. I am big on his. I am big. Yeah, you were big on him this
I
year.
was, even though I hated him for
I was
the
big.
Free Lee stuff.
I was big on his potential, and I think next year he's gonna come out
He is.
like Rutherford did. Takes that year and like bam.
Actually,
But-
about that, I don't want to get too. Let's see, I gotta go back. Yeah, I've actually got Lee and Meredith. I mean, which I don't think he's gonna be Meredith, but I actually don't have Lee coming out all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't even have him for 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
I've got him for 7th.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're not gonna get into all that. But yeah, I mean, I've really changed my tune on Lee
But
here recently.
all right, so I've got Moore making it to the finals against Machiavello. I've got another ACC guy coming through on the bottom side. I got Hot beating, however you say his name from Cornell. Is it Darmstadt or
I think it's
Darmstadt?
Darmstadt.
I've got Hot beating him. Although when I kept typing it kept changing to Cot. It's Hot, Height. I don't know, Hot. I got Hot making it to the finals, and I'm just going back with Moore. I need Moore to not only win it, but I'm back to him. I think he's solid. I think he's consistent. I think, depending on what happens with this weight class, he's going to be the guy there for the next two years as well. And I think he wins it, and I think that boosts Ohio State's chances of winning the team race.
So I've got Moore and Rashid meeting in the semis. I think Rashid beats Machiavello. That one was a tough one, and then another one on the bottom half.
See, like you said, who has him going to the finals? You got him one match away from going to the finals.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you also have to think he's big for 90, and he's super athletic.
He is super athletic.
I don't think you can take that away. He's super.
Is
athletic.
he gonna braid his hair before NCAA's?
I hope he does.
Like that thing is crazy. Like I just kind of hope he comes in with some cornrows.
Yeah, I think that's what he's actually going for. But yeah, I've got Shakur Rashid going to.
I don't know how we guys are talking about hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We discriminate against long hair.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got more in Rashid. I've got more winning. I think that is the key.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I've got more beating Rashid.
Oh, I thought you said for the whole thing. I was like, no, you don't.
I'm talking about top.
Can you not read your own bracket?
You're spoiling it. Oh. Okay, so then I've got Halt losing to Miklas from Mizzou. I'm staying with Mizzou. I should have worn my Mizzou hat today. I've actually got a Missouri hat. I've got family that lives in Missouri.
Really?
And I think that might be part of my bias too. But
maybe my bias is I went to Missouri and I wrestled once and I didn't do too well.
Yeah, he hates them for that. I should have.
Not them. It was during those cadets. I just got spanked on my cadet year when I went there.
Then I've got Darmstadt going against Scotty Boykin.
Yes, see then my boy, you got.
Yeah, I've got him in Darmstadt.
Yes, so do I.
Yeah, so I got
Chad Strong.
Yeah,
see, I'm Chad Strong with all three.
I'm going SoCon dominance here, but no.
SoCon dominance. Scotty, Devin says, get it. He's like, he's gonna be hoping for you.
Get it, man. But you're losing to Darmstadt. So,
shut up.
So I got to get real with it.
We're gonna fight, Scotty. Don't worry.
So, I'm a fan. I love Cornell. I love Cornell's style of wrestling, especially after Dake. I think that he really just was amazing. And Gabe Dean. You can't deny talent that comes out of there. So I've got Darmstadt beating Miklas, and I've got more in Darmstadt. This one,
all right,
it can go
Dake.
anywhere.
All right, here's one for you. If Yanni beats Meredith, Yanni is our next 4-timer.
Really? Yanni, you got big shoes to fill. Please prove me wrong, because I would love that. But yeah, Darmstadt more, and I've actually got Darmstadt beating more. I think at the beginning of the year, because we were talking about middle of the year, and although I was just arguing that he might have been hurt, I think we kind of found that chink in his armor. So I'm going Darmstadt, but I've also got Halt winning third because I think Halt from Virginia Tech.
That's really good.
Yeah, he is. He's good, and I think he could just as well be there against Darmstadt as far as the semis go.
Yeah, so that's where I have him.
So flip over.
All right, flip over. Captain America himself, Kyle Snyder, wins it all.
Yep.
Done. Okay.
Yeah, easy enough. So
no, actually, I've got Snyder wrestling Stoll. That was kind of a hard one for me because Casper from Duke is looking tough. But I had to go Iowa. Okay, so I got Stoll beating.
One time you pick Iowa here.
I've had him going. I've got a lot of Iowa guys going to the semis and one going to the finals. Okay.
At least I'm honest that I'm not biased towards Michigan today.
You picked Abinator to beat Nickel.
No, I technically changed it. They'll never know unless you listen to this.
Unless you listen. I'm stupid filter. Okay. Snyder beat Stoll to go to the finals. On the bottom side, like earlier in the year, I wasn't as big on Neville's. Boykin beat Neville's earlier in the year, and actually I've got eraser marks because I penciled in Boykin to beat Neville's again, but then I was like, the rest of that bracket there just didn't look right to me that way, so I penciled Neville's back in. Neville's makes it to the semis against Kuhn. Kuhn faces Snyder for the third time this year. Rubber match. I've got Snyder to win, and Tyler and I were talking about this earlier, and he about gasped and fell. I have Snyder picked to win. I fully believe that Snyder can beat him. Snyder is his evolution of folk style wrestling just throughout the year from that point from Neville's on has significantly gotten better. We saw the bump when he lost to Kuhn. He was even better when he wrestled this last time. But that being said, it's not a surprise if Kuhn beats Snyder. He's got the tools to do it.
He does.
He has the tools to do it. He's smart enough to do it. I don't think, and here's how he can do it too. Like, he can pin Snyder
because he's so big.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, if he catches him around that body and gets him down and has that pressure and torque, he could put him over and he can put him to his back and he can win. I don't see Kuhn teching Snyder. I don't see Kuhn major decision Snyder. I can see Kuhn possibly
catching.
It's going to be 1-2 things. It's going to be that 2-1, 3-2 score again for either one of them, or Kuhn pinning Snyder by catching him. Because when Snyder came out in front of him at Big Tens when Kuhn picked bottom and Snyder came out in front of him and Kuhn blasted up
like a rocket.
Like there was a point where I was like, if he got a hold of him right there while Kyle Snyder was backpedaling and they stayed in bounds, it could be done. And I still think that Kuhn is fast enough and explosive enough. That's why I said like my man over here was kind of like gasping, but I know he knows it's true. Like
I do. I just can't believe you're going back on Snyder like that.
No, I'm not.
I got everything he's done for you.
I've got Kuhn winning. Kuhn is winning. No, wait. No. No, I was like, wait, what? I almost smacked him for real that time. Oops.
That would make great viewing.
No, I don't.
How dare me?
How dare you say I did it? No, I've got Snyder winning, but I'm saying that there is every possibility. And I know that's kind of a cop-out. Because you can say that about any match. But this is like, it's more than a cop-out. It's
a realistic
thing of because like how greatly anticipated this match will be. Like every match, anybody can win, right? We know that, and that's the great thing about wrestling. Anybody can win any given day. Somebody can be on. Somebody can be hitting. Anybody can win. Carr can beat Abinator. It can happen.
Now we're getting into the dream world, guys.
But what makes this match so exciting to me is the fact that it's such a real possibility to me. It's not, and it's more than that. Hey, anybody can win. Yeah, anybody can win. But it's like it's like a danger element.
It is.
Like I really feel like it's a danger element. I think this is Kyle Snyder's gonna win, but there's a danger element, and it's like, whoa, is it scary?
Yeah. So for me, I've got. I agree with you on that. To me, what it reminds me a lot of is Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor in MMA because the size difference is that much. There is that big of a size difference just about, and everyone wonders, it's like, man, Nate Diaz could beat Conor, and Conor could beat Nate. Both matches were close, even though the first one ended submission.
Which one are you calling Kyle Snyder? Because like
I'm calling Snyder McGregor. He is though. He is the man. Conor McGregor's the man.
Kyle Snyder is Captain America, and you got him labeled as a leprechaun.
Well, would it be better than have him as a Mexican from Stockton?
That's what I'm saying. It can't be either one. He can't be like...
No, I'm not saying he is Conor. I'm just saying he's that
How dare you disgrace Captain America that way?
Oh, wow. I'm not disgracing Snyder. Snyder knows I love him. He's my daddy. He's everybody's daddy. Actually, you know what?
According to his last statement.
Yeah, he's not just...
All right, before you guys have to listen to any more of these shenanigans...
Yeah, let me get to my...
Team Purdy, Team Curry...
I haven't even got to my picks yet.
Shut up. We don't want to hear your picks anymore. So you called him a leprechaun. He's Captain America.
Compared to Kuhn, he is a leprechaun because Kuhn is a giant.
Shut up now. Oh my god.
So I've got Snyder.
I'm about to leave my own.
And I've got Casper. Casper beats Stoll.
Okay.
Snyder goes against Casper. Snyder beats him, obviously. Neville's and Kuhn. Adam Kuhn, come on. And then I've got Snyder. I mean, I'm going with. I can't bet against him. I mean, if you bet against him.
I'm not. I'm just saying it was a possibility.
Oh, no, it's a real possibility. I mean, you look, because like you said, when he came out in front and Kuhn bolted up.
It scared me.
It did.
Like, I won't lie,
he came up with the rockets he's trying to build. You know, because Kuhn is one of those, I think, aerospace
engineers or something like that. He's going to rebuild a space shuttle for one that will fit him.
So he can have a match with Snyder on Mars. And that's going to be
because the moon is too small. They'll destroy it.
They'll destroy it. But no, Kuhn is a dangerous threat there, and okay then. Well, I think that's our send off.
That's our cue. All right.
Yeah, that's our cue.
So
250, make a good time.
Good. But yeah. So hey, whether it's on iTunes, Anchor, YouTube, whatever it is, Castbox, wherever you're listening to it, check it out.
Team Curry.
Loser.
Team Curry.
Team Purdy.
Even he agrees he's
Team Stupid. Team Stupid, Team Purdy. I don't know, whichever way you want to do it. Hey, this was fun. This was a blast. Can't wait for NCAAs. Guys, check it out.
If you're a wrestler, you should not watch anything other than that.
There's only one March Madness, M-A-T, not mad, okay? One March Madness. It's going on. Starts Thursday. ESPN, if they're doing it again this year, which I do believe they are. Every match streamed. Get your stuff pulled up. Borrow whoever's accounts you have to borrow. I think, whatever you got to do to get those things up and running. Check them all out. Enjoy it, guys. If you get a chance, Wrestle 6 should be every day. And Team Purdy, Team Curry. Let us know what you think. Hey, this is a great time.
Yeah.
All right.
Put it on social media who you support.
This guy. I thought thought about slapping you just for the end of this. That
Rob Van.